Hi. I'm gonna cut to the chase. I'm not finna sugarcoat none of this. I have watched a fair share of slice of life anime. If I'm being honest, that's probably like my number 2 of genre of anime, like right after shonen, because something about just average life of average Joes and like people falling in love, it's like the cherry on top. Now, I've also watched my fair share of garbage slice of life anime. Today is one of them. The title intrigued me very much. So before we go over anything, take everything with a grain of salt, because this is like, it's gonna be a bumpy ass ride. Like any other anime, the story takes place in Japan. What part of Japan? I have no freaking idea. So please do not ask me, because I failed that class. So let's just keep it pushing. Story takes place with Natsuo Fuji, who just happens to be new at his high school he is attending. I think we've all been there on our first day of school. High school of all places. It's awkward, right? Getting to know everybody, you know, your teachers, your classes. But it's extra awkward when you have the most disgusting crush on your teacher. I think I'm talking about like A. Arnold, Helga Shrine kind of crush on your teacher. It's weird. It's weird. It's like infatuation times 10. That's what he's going through currently right now. So we're gonna add that info on top of that. To forget about these feelings that he has for his teacher, him and his friends go out to a mixer. What that is, I have no idea. It seems like a little hangout spot people go to over there to drink and laugh and have a good time and do other things in other media. to my knowledge. And while he's there with his friends invite a couple of girls there as well. And everybody's having a good time except for him and another individual. Her name is Rui. I don't know her last name. Please don't fucking ask. I don't know. They end up having a little conversation outside of the mixer because they're both socially awkward and they don't want to be here. And so she's like, hey, want to do me a favor?
Do me a favor, please. Get out of here.
Okay, you get the picture. And he goes, yeah, sure. Because Natsuo is actually a really nice guy. He's very studious. He's always to his books, cares about reading. He's also a writer, funny enough. So he writes books and short stories and all these other cool little tidbits and things. This is a little fun fact for you. And it's also a big character plot for him. He's like, sure, I'll do you a favor. And so he does her a favor. That favor involves leaving the mixer. So they leave. They're walking and he is scared out of his shit mind because he's like, where are you taking me? She doesn't tell him. Turns out to be her home. That's where all favors get done, right? No. So she pops the question once they get to inside the house. Everything's all good. They take their shoes off because that's just the culture there in Japan. Take your fucking shoes off before you enter her home. And so she's like, hey, I want you to put that thing in my thing right now. Sex. It's sex. She asked for sex. That's what happens. And so he's like, no.
Nigga, no.
And then she's like, why not? Don't be a wuss. And he's like, this isn't a good idea. Like, I don't know you. I'm a virgin. Like, it's just, we shouldn't do this. Like, I don't think so. But then in the back of his mind, he goes, wait, if I do this, I might get over my infatuation with my teacher. And so that being the catalyst of how he ensues this journey of losing his virginity with Rui. So they do the do. They do the do. Whether it's good or bad, I don't fucking know. That's gross. They're minors. Leave me the fuck alone. Long story short, she's doing it because she wants to learn what the experience is like. She wants to know, hey, I wonder what sex is like. So that's what they do. And he wants to get over his teacher. God, he's fucking weird. And so once the dude is due and the deed is done, she's like, meh, it was all right. And he's like, what the fuck just happened? I think anybody who's lost their virginity consensually. That got dark. Or I'll say this, anyone's first time, right? What they consider their first time has always been an experience. So it's something that you always forever remember no matter what. I think that's like, it's one of the paths of life is, you know, your first time. And so for him, it just happened to be a one-off. That's fun, right? Yeah. So the dude is done. They're like, okay, this is cool. How about we just not talk to each other ever fucking again? And then he's like, I fucking agree. So they both go their separate ways. That's how that works. So he walks home. He thinks about it. He doesn't think about his teacher the whole time. So I guess it worked. What he accomplished, right? So he did it. He gets home. He goes to his father. He's like, hey, Pop, how you doing? And his dad's like, hey, son, sit down. Let me talk to you. And he's like, cool. What's up, Papa? And his dad says, hey, I want to remarry. And Natsu, being the good boy he is so supportive of his father getting into a new marriage because he wants his father to be happy, as we all do, people who have loving fathers. I wonder what's that like. it's just what people want to do, and I think that's nice. So he's like, hey, do what you want, I'm with it. And he's like, bet, she's gonna be here in like 15 minutes. And Natsu is freaking the hell out because he's like, what the hell? I'm still wearing school clothes. I smell like dick. What the fuck? Long story short, fuck it. She gets there. He's still wearing the same fucking clothes. All well as ends well. Is what I would want to say. No. And the plot thickens. She gets there and they're like, hi, how are you? My name is something I can't fucking remember. And so they greet each other. Upon greeting each other, she breaks the ice and goes, hey, I have daughters. 2 of them to be specific. Here they are. And to Natsuo's surprise, and mine as well, one of those daughters is Ryui. But wait, there's more. The second daughter, which is so weird because the DNA just doesn't match, is his teacher. Don't you just love slice of life? It's fucking, I love this bread. So also to clear up the air really quick, the name of the teacher is Hina. I don't know her formal name because they never call her by Mrs. So I don't know that. Oh yeah, she's married, by the way, the teacher. I'm just gonna throw that out there. She's in a whole domesticated relationship with another man. So we'll put that in the back of my mind until I guess next video if you guys want more. But long story short, her name is Hina. So they all greet each other awkwardly, of course, except for Hina, because Hina has no idea that her sister and her student had just do like 2 hours ago. Crazy as hell. I know. So they all sit down, they're all chilling. Let's have dinner. We're all eating dinner. It's a little awkward. Of course, your one night stand and your teacher, who you are deathly in love with, is sitting right next to you. That's really awkward. Let's not sugarcoat it. That's awkward as hell, right? So long story short, the conversation at the dinner table goes as, hey, because we are getting married, we should all move in together. That is the most genius thing I've ever heard in my entire life, because I don't know who thought it was smart to just be like, yeah, I know we just met, but pack your bags, we going home. No. But that's what they do. So they end up moving in together. But that's for a later date with the boxes and the moving and the trucks and shit. Let's still focus on tonight and the now. After dinner, they wash dishes. Hina has a little bit too much to drink just that one night. So she is like beyond drunk, like walking around, slurring words, passing out on the couch drunk. Natsuo, being the studious sir that he is happily reading a book on the living room sofa right next to Hina, who just passed the fuck out on the couch. So to his unbeknownst to him, she is not wearing very many clothing. I think we all know where this is going because normally we skip this part. So with that being said, a lot of thoughts are running through his mind of like, what do I do? Do I get a blanket? Do I wake her up? Do I carry her to the room? No, let's just fucking commit a crime and just fucking unconsensually kiss her, because that's what he thinks is the right thing to do. So he gets closer, puts his book down, goes to her lips, and before they are about to touch, remind you, we are in the living room. This is a public space. Before they touch, Rui opens the living room door, because that's the architecture in Japan. They have a door, like a sliding door to the living room and shit in some houses. I don't know. Again, I failed that class. Long story short, she walks in and he's like, holy shit, spaghetti out my pocket. And then the episode just fucking ends. I'm blown away at how wild this shit is. Remind you, this anime is a fucking dumpster fire. But I will be honest with you, that first episode had me hooked like hell, because I was like, I gotta watch the second one. Oh my god, you do not understand the pain that I endured watching this anime. You want to know something that's even worse? Something that's way even worse? I read the manga too. I couldn't. The show ends on such a big cliffhanger that I needed to know what happened next. And so when I read the next chapter that goes on in the manga, I couldn't stop reading. And so I finished it. It's also one of the first mangas I've ever read and finished, which I'm not proud about. I know. I'm not proud of it. It's not a good anime. And the manga will really piss you the fuck off, but it's a really damn good ending. So it depends on who you ask. If you guys want more of that, I'll give you the more of that. And if you want me to keep going about this show, I will. But for right now, I just had to get that out, that episode 1 of Domestic Girlfriend is literally the most enticing and intriguing thing to come to slice of life for a while. And it's Wincest. I don't know what else you want me to say. Like, that's just, everybody loves the step brother dynamic. I don't. I think that shit's weird. But in terms of a plot of a show, sure, I'll eat that shit up. Give it to me. Like I'm all here for it. So it's like it's crazy. It's crazy. And if you guys want me to talk more about this show, I will. It's honestly, you should watch it for yourselves, if I'm being honest. But I don't want you to endure the pain that I have on watching this show. So with that being said, if you just want to hear me talk to you about it, I will, because it's wild. It's wild. It's wild. I'll be honest. It's fucking out of pocket. And that's Domestic Girlfriend. Like that's Domestic Girlfriend. I have nothing else to say. Like that's the show. Also, hi, it's been a minute. I know I'm tired. I'm lazy. I'm an adult. Leave me the fuck alone. Stop judging me. I'll be doing this regularly now, a lot more than you think. Settings may change, right? I may be here. I may be over there. I may be over there. I may be up there. Who knows? That magic. Do you believe in it? I do. So give a like, give a comment, give a mouse a cookie. I don't know. Bye.